You think you're a man with that gun in your hand, don't you?
I'm a man with a harpoon gun in my hand. What's up, everybody? MrAvogato here, and this is a Slinger comeback. That's right, we were playing Slinger the other day, and these fuckers brought us straight to the corn. Not really a fan of the corn maps, but I could do with the blimp. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running a very nice build that I like to run lately, which is going to consist of Jolt, which is aka Surge, along with Merciless Storm. This combo sometimes even makes the Merciless Storm last incredibly long. We have Scourge Hook to regress gens, and then Lightborn because one of these fuckers brought a flashlight, and we're not having any of that, are we now? We see somebody through the window with their elbow poking out. But at the same time, even though we hear two of them, we're going to go ahead for this one because she wants to pull some dance moves in the corner. Like, I won't take a free slap. She's going to run ahead right into the open where I'm going to go ahead and get ready for a pre-game shot. We're going to get this match started off very nice. First down here is going to go ahead and give us Surge on that generator that we just pushed them off. We're going to also slap on some Scourge Hook on top of that. Unfortunately, we're a little bit too far, but we do scare this person off of the gen. We know they're not on a Merciless Storm since it didn't get locked up. And we're going to go ahead and pre-shot there and pull her in. So the whole gist of this build is just to be able to move around and get a lot of nice shots, take our time because we have a lot of gen pressure, along with the skill checks with Slinger. If somebody's doing Merciless Storm, you could even just hit them with the chain just to cause the Merciless Storm to pop up regardless if you're going to get the down or not. But we're going to go ahead and chase this girl here. Hopefully we don't miss. I don't understand what is wrong with me sometimes. I could have took a free shot. If you don't know, the little stun time after the shot is a perfect time to blind Deathslinger or just haul ass, because it is a time that I cannot do nothing but stand there and wonder why I missed my shot. But we're going to go ahead and lock that up here. Most survivors like to run on the right or left corner when they're coming up towards a pallet because they know that you're going to shoot dead center. We're not falling for that shit. We see Merciless Storm go off right before Scourge Hook, and we're just eating right now. That's the best way to put it. We're going to go ahead and head back, make sure nobody else got back on this gen that we pushed her off of. We don't see anybody there. No need to even kick it since we have a build that's going to set that up for us. And that gen's a little bit far, so we're not going to worry too much about it. We do hear some footsteps. I don't know where you think you're going, but we're going to go ahead and take your feet right there. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pull you right in. Take a hit. I think she might have shit her pants because she's not even going to go for a swap. We're going to reload. Technically, we could have took a shot through here. We wouldn't have ended up getting it down, but we're going to scare her off, let these people get the save. I could go for a really easy swing here, but instead we are trying to get some more shots in as we're still warming up at this time in the match. We do see another pallet waste here. Hell, we don't even care to break those right now. We're going to go ahead and push her. She's not going to run through there, so we're going to push through, and we should get the easy window drop here. And sure enough, pop through the window, and you're down. Another use of Surge there. Exactly why we didn't kick that gen earlier. We just ended up kicking it, you know, by knocking her down. Another Scourge Hook here. And we're going to go ahead and then push this injured person who must have had their health 99'd because they did just finish up healing as soon as we came around here. But even with that heal, we're going to go ahead and close this up with a shot. Nice little flick there at the end. Alright, so we don't get any Surge value there, but we're going to go ahead and throw another Scourge Hook on, and we're going to continue on the hunt. I don't know what the Fang was thinking here. Not even worried about the other person. Fang wants the challenge, so we're going to go ahead and give her the challenge. Nice little predict here, but she was smart enough to cut before I pulled her past the hay bale, so I already know it's going to be a break chain. So we're going to push her up here. It'd be pretty nice to just swing right across because you know they're going to jump there. But, you know, sometimes things happen. But what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab her feet as well. And this should scare the shit out of her to get her out of this area. If we did have something like prison chains, we could have probably closed up right there. Instead, we're just going to push her away. Couple missed shots, but one thing I am picking up as I'm chasing her here is since I broke the chain, she doesn't have a mending effect, so we're going to go for a shot just to straight up give her something to do. There we go. So now we have the broken chain giving her the mending. We don't hear anybody on that gen, so we're going to continue to pursue her for now, seeing as there still is 3 gens up. We already know she's going to pre-throw somewhere here, so we'll take the free down. Now that she's closer to the gens, we can actually apply some surge onto those generators. Okay. We see Scarecrow Kate over here holding down that gen. We're gonna kick it. Don't see her right away, as I'm gonna go peep on the other gen. Alright, we don't want the person that was just on the hook. We're gonna go ahead and take this battle right here. Something that a lot of survivors do, whether it's Huntress, Deathslinger, just anybody that's a 110 speed. You run around an object like this, and even if you still take the hit, you just waste a little bit of time just due to the fact that they have to walk around with you. But unfortunately, the double back through the window is going to give me a free window shot, so I can put her down for another surge or jolt. I know I call it both here and there. And then we're going to slap her back on a scourge hook. We did get a good layout for scourge hooks this match, seeing that they're more spread, but they're also all around the area where we're getting these surge downs in the first place. So I do see at minimum 2 survivors. I do believe there's 3. We had one to the right in the corner. We saw Kate cut left, and then somebody else with the scratch marks in here at the boon. What we're going to do is snuff boon, kick gens. Now we're going to go ahead back, because if you know anything about survivors, at least one of these survivors will come back to tap this gen to make sure they don't lose too much progress through regression, and we're going to see Fang's doing that right here. I could have taken a shot even through the slit right there, the rock. I didn't expect her to have life, and that chain ends up being just shy of the distance, and she ends up cutting out. But if she thinks that she's going to life out of here, and I'm not going to haul ass right behind her, she is very, very mistaken. We're going to go ahead and shoot there. If she would have kept going, we can lock a shot, but we kind of do like Hunters, where we're kind of pushing her more or less towards the corner. We see Merciless Storm go off there. They must have heard the heartbeat and missed the skill check or two. Alright. Easy hits once again. This is why I don't like corn. I don't do corn shots. But we're gonna keep pushing her, as we should be closing in on a down here. We're going to go ahead and get her through the window shot there and pull her across. Another nice little mix of surge and scourge hook. Alright, so we have one down. We already know where they're at. We heard the scream from the scourge hook. They're going to finish that gen before I get there, but we're still going to go ahead and put some pressure on that spot. Paying attention through the cracks. We see at least one of them cut, but we do know that there's one that still stood there as we saw her walk around the hook. That's going to be her mistake that we're going to capitalize on. We're going to get a free hit here. Notice as I walk up, I fake a little bit to the right, and then I cut left, knowing that they're going to run around. Unfortunately, I do get played here. She stops moving, and I'm thinking that she's just like, okay, I'm done, I quit. And then she just kicks on the freaking jets, and I end up missing a corn shot. So little by little, we're starting to lose hope that the rest of this match we're going to end up getting any more sacrifices. As we see when she pulls up to the door here, we're going to push Kate off by just taking a shot. And the other door pops pretty much instantaneously. So both of them were on the door. We're assuming that they're in comms, but if not, they're just, you know, a well-oiled machine over here. Thinking that we lost, we're just trying to push the Kate, but we see no scratch marks, so we're going to take note of that. She thinks she's going to cut back and open this door in my face. I'm wondering if they believe I have no ed, and that's the reason why she doesn't just run for the door. But since she puts herself in this position here and I get the free hit, I already know she has to get body blocks now. Because if she goes out in the open, she's giving me the ability to get a free shot. Dropping that pallet is the smartest thing she could do. She heads towards the other door, but we could hear her waiting in here. At this point, I already know. I already know what these survivors are about to do. And you know what? You know what? They could try. They could try as much as they can. Ooh.
Whoa, player, look here.
I ain't gonna lose. It ain't gonna happen. So we're about to snap right here. We're gonna go ahead and do the shot a little bit to the left. She dodges, thinking I'm gonna hit right. We swing early because we hear the footsteps of these other survivors going for body block. I forget at this point I even have Lightborn, so when I see the flashlight in her hand, I instantly just snap, and it's not gonna happen. You're not getting no blinds. You're not getting out of here. But we are gonna swing early again because we do hear footsteps to our left of the final survivor that's walking. They know we don't have no ed. Wonder if they think we have blood warden or not. Either way, we should have shot a little bit more on the left there, and we would have connected that. This is 100% the comeback time. If you're defending here, you should leave because you don't know if I have Blood Warden, but she is just a superhero and she's going to go for the save. So we're going to hook this person early. We know one person's crawling and one person's running around. We need to make this happen as quickly as possible. It looks like she wants to try to get a quick grab. We're going to go ahead and keep pushing her around. We get sight on the other survivor that's heading out. She
Well, duh.
I don't know. I just don't know, but I got a free grab there. We're going to drop her as quickly as possible as this time is dropping low and push towards this gate. Somehow, some way, we get her literally a foot or two away from escaping. What we're going to do here is when we turn around, we see that the hooks are pretty far. We could possibly make this scourge hook, but we're going to drop her early since the other person is going to be crawling to the door. We want to make sure we do it as far as we can without actually releasing her entirely, and we're going to run back. And the plan here is wait for this Fang to get to the edge of the door, bring her further than the other person. That way they both don't wiggle out, but we don't end up having two people at the edge of the door at the same time, and the plan should work out. This whole match has just been super intense. We got some nice shots, nice plays, and very, very good perk value. As said, we're going to pick her up and get her just far enough that they can't crawl up side by side at the exit, drop her back down, and all that's left to do now is just wait and see if we time this perfect or not. Remember, it is going to take at least a good second when we're picking them up in the animation. So we want to pick her up as close to the exit gate, but as close to the exit time as possible, because as we pick her up here, we know she's going to wiggle out in a moment, but just that pickup animation alone gives us enough time to hit the end game, and that's a comeback right there, baby. That is Deathslinger coming back. And other than that, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a sub if you like this type of commentary, and I'll see you guys in the fog.